F. F is for filet mignon. All right, let's talk about it. This is the ABCs of business, where I'm imparting 10 years of business advice for anybody who might be interested. And the F word is actually two things. I'm going to reveal the second thing later on. It's even more inappropriate than filet mignon, but I think that's a really good one to start with. And it's actually a pricing conversation. You're driving down the road in a new area, and there's farmers markets all over the place, and you're driving by, and you see this sign with like hand-painted cardboard that says filet mignon, 99 cents a pound. And would you stop and buy that? Because on the surface, obviously that's a great deal, right? But do you want a deal on filet mignon? Wouldn't that price start to introduce some questions like, has it been refrigerated? Is it actually filet mignon? If it was filet mignon, would it be 99 cents a pound? I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking about your pricing when you come into things saying, I'm a senior level marketing manager or writer, or I've had such and such experience with writing, or I've had X years in the niche, but I'm only going to charge like $30 an hour or $50 an hour, or this blog post will be free, or this blog post will be $200, right? So what I'll work with new writers about a lot is that they think when they're first starting out, whether they're total newbie, like new grad, or they have 20 years experience and a master's, like a business degree, they think they have to start over at the beginning of the pay scale. When in reality, if you have any work experience at all, you are bringing skills to the table that should be factored into your pricing. I'll include a link to the holistic pricing rubric so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's not just writing experience or proof, it's also project management experience, writing talent, research skills, communication, all this other stuff. If you actually have the talent and credibility and clips and everything that we're claiming, a higher price is communicating to the client the value of what's happening. Now, you will always come across people who just want 99-cent filet mignon. I would humbly submit, are those the right clients for you? Or do we want to avoid those clients and go and find people who want really good work and are not opposed to paying really top dollar for that? And I think this pricing lesson is one of my favorites because it has this insidious second part, and that's the other F word, which is actually, as my kids would love to hear me say, fart. Yes, the second F word is fart. I'll never forget this really well-spoken, brilliant English professor I had at college. Somehow this came up in conversation that in an atmosphere of farts, fresh air would smell bad. And I find that to be true, that if you're surrounding yourself with people who want 99-cent filet mignon, Upwork, job boards, startup founders, then to them, that high-quality work and that high-quality pricing, it's going to smell bad. And then you're walking in there thinking, well, do I smell bad? Is it me? But no, it's not you. It's just the rooms that you find yourself in. And so you need to use your prospecting to start to get into the right rooms where there are people who agree that farts smell bad. And that's good advice in general for freelancing. At a certain point, you're pricing so low that being interested in you is a red flag about that client. So in an atmosphere of farts, let's say you're trapped in a content mill, you're trapped with people who don't value content, who don't value you, and then complain the work isn't even that good. They're super picky about edits, all that kind of stuff. What I see a lot is people are so trapped in those toxic systems that they start to think that that's all that's out there. And then the overwhelming discouragement, the lack of hope, it's just crushing. And really, it's like you're stuck at a gross frat party and you don't know all the cute history majors are somewhere else having coffee. And you have to go and find those people before you can believe that those people exist. And that's the scary part. That's the part where you're taking a risk to go and find better clients. And it feels like a magic trick once you find them. It feels like the other shoe's going to drop. Things can't go that nicely for that long, but that's where mindset comes into it. So just keep looking. I promise, if you put your little pig nose to the ground, you're going to find that truffle. So to continue this metaphor, if I'm thinking of my top 3, 4, 5 clients, if they had the opportunity to pay half the price or a quarter of the price, I think they'd be skeptical. I think that would smell bad to them because fundamentally they know that content and the words they use has a huge impact on how people see their product, how people see their customer's product, just the whole chain of command throughout all of that. So do good clients come in and they just want to throw all their money at content? No, of course not. Of course not. We all want really good stuff for a discount, even us as consumers. I wanted a discount on this cute little stuffy, but I decided not to ask for it because it was Christmas. Because I was late picking it up. But of course, we like a discount. And so I think what happens there is it becomes our responsibility to present ourselves on LinkedIn, on our website, in kickoff calls as that premium option. So it really makes sense to them. If I want to do a premium job on the marketing that I have to do, this is obviously my choice. So that's the F word. And I think the next one's going to surprise you too. This is a continuing series where we're jumping around the alphabet to talk about the ABCs of business. So thanks for stopping by, and stick around for cat videos. Miss Kyle. Miss Kyle.
Miss Kyle.
Miss Kyle. Miss Kyle. Miss Kyle.